Hey my sweet sisters, welcome to day 18 of the 21-day happiness journey. Today's theme is all about how to make your life more easy. You may think, what does simplifying my life has to do with my happiness level? Well, it has a lot to do with that, because if you feel overwhelmed with your to-do list, your daily tasks, you almost feel that you are surviving the day. You just need to go through the task, and it's becomes so much, and you don't even find joy in the things you used to find joy in. Then it's time to sit down and figure out, how can I make my life more easy? And I have some beautiful steps for you today how to get there. So I want you to grab your journal like always, and we're gonna write a list down how you can simplify your life. This can go from buying your groceries directly after work instead of going home first. Maybe you have a washing machine where you put your laundry in and you set the timer, and when you come home you can hang it up. So this is one thing you can do to simplify your life, is being more tactic on when and how you do daily stuff. That is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is something I did together with Jens when we had an apartment. Was sitting down every Sunday and planning out a week. So we would use 1 to 2 hours to sit down and write down a grocery list, what we are going to eat the whole week, who is doing what, who is doing the cleaning, and who is doing the dishwashing, who was doing the laundry. And also we would even put free time in there. We would put in if somebody has to go over and visit a friend or do exercise, and everything we put in a daily planner. So the whole week was planned out. This just completely changed our life and made our life so much easier, because we didn't have to think during the week. We just knew exactly when to do what. Not that we could not be spontaneous or something like that, but the practical things was already set up. So it was not like I had to say, Jens, you have to go and buy this and that, or why didn't you do the laundry? No, he knew already when to do what, and I didn't have to say anything, because as a woman sometimes we really feel the pressure of that we have to have it all in our minds, don't we? It's like we feel like we're controlling everything, and we constantly have to tell our husbands, do this, do that, and it becomes this, we're becoming almost mothers to our own partners. And to eliminate that, it's very good to do this weekly calendar, because everybody knows what to do, and so there's no argument about the daily routines, the daily must-do things. They are already put out there, and you sit 2 hours on a Sunday and drink coffee or tea doing it, and maybe have a little bit of cake just to make it more uplifting. So that's tip number 2. Another thing how to simplify your life is actually cleaning up your clutter. I used to have a tendency to buy a lot of stuff and have a lot of stuff in my home that I was not using, and it would just clutter up the whole apartment, and I had a hard time finding things. So really start having a look at your house and seeing what things is necessary and not. So it's going a little bit into the minimalistic lifestyle, because the less we actually own, the more freedom and happiness we have. And maybe you cannot see it right now, but later on, I promise you, if you get rid of a lot of your stuff and everything becomes more simple, it becomes more simple to clean and find things, I promise you will feel the happiness about it. And thing number 4, how to make your life easier, is actually figuring out what you use your time on. Because sometimes we feel so overwhelmed by our daily task or whatever to do, but we maybe have a tendency to use our precious time on television, social media. You know how it feels like. You're scrolling on Instagram and suddenly 1 hour is gone. You could have used on something more practical, So really also have this in focus when you're doing your exercise in a moment. What are you using your time on, and is it beneficial for the life you want to live? So my exercise for you today, my sweet sister, is write down 10 things you can do to simplify your life. How can you make your life easier, your daily tasks, your daily routines easier, so you free up time and become free of the feeling of overwhelm and that you're just constantly just doing. So making your life easier is about creating more time for yourself. Please write in the comments down below what step you are going to take today to make your life a little more easy and so you can feel a little more happy in your daily life. My sweet sister, see you tomorrow. Love you very much. Bye.